right, welcome back. Thank you so much for being with us. Stay with us and, of course, keep talking to us in terms of the kind of CEOs you'd like us to bring on the program. And, of course, you can get in touch at Eugene Anangwe, and you can use the hashtag Meet the CEO. The CEO we are meeting today is a very young one. He insists I am young. I'm not old at all. And he's the CEO of Spincycle Entertainment. Kaytrixx, let's talk about now your unit, which you are the CEO of.
Yes, yes.
Most of the time, these kind of ideas are born after we have gone through tough times.
Yes.
You know, you go through a certain moment and you say, you know what, I've learned my lessons from here, and so I'm going to start this. What triggered you? What pushed you in your case to come up with this unit?
What pushed me is there are so many requests. First of all, young guys, Kaytrixx, tufundishe ku DJ, Kaytrixx, maze, you know, I want to do this, I want to do this. So I was like, I am just one guy. I cannot cater for all these people. So what is the best way to cater for a large amount of people? Let's open a company. Let's have proper values. Let's make sure we keep our staff happy. And that is exactly what we did. That's the biggest driving factor, because there's so many young guys out here, they don't have direction. They lack direction. And before they get that direction, my friend, you have gone through a lot.
Right.
And I don't want the other young guys to make the mistakes that we did. That is why we are very welcoming on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. When you come through, we speak to you, we mentor so many people, and we work with so many people as well. So that's the motivation.
Right. Most of the time, the DJing industry or group of people are usually just looked at as, you know, those people. And very few DJs have even said, let me step in and, you know, leave an impact, leave a legacy, create, you know, others who can have more values than even what I have. What would you say about this? Because the way people look at DJs and the DJing, it's that unserious business. What can you tell people from your experience that will show us today that this is a very serious industry?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
If I was an engineer today, and I did not take my work seriously, I would not make any money. It's all about seriousness. It's all about making sure that this is what you want to do. Okay, I want to be a farmer. I want to be a politician. I want to be whatever it is that you want to be. Make sure you're serious at it and never be contempt, because many guys, if you're in, let's say, in my position, guys will be like, mimi nimefika now, I'm done, like it's a wrap. No, man, it's not. It's just the beginning, and that is what most people wanasahau. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you do it properly, it will make you money.
So you have to do it properly and it will make you money. So how much money do you guys make, especially for you?
No, man, listen, that is confidential information.
No. But it will inspire someone. Because people say, these DJs, they don't have anything, there's nothing. And probably when you say this, probably someone will wake up and say, okay, if this guy makes on average this kind of money per month or per night, then probably it's a serious thing.
No, it depends, man. It depends on how you have built yourself, how you market yourself, how you negotiate. There's so many factors. And again, our contracts are confidential, so I can't go into detail with, but it's not a bad amount. It's not a bad amount. You can live off it. I have a family, I have 2 kids, I have a wife, and I pay for very many other things. So it's not a bad venture if you make sure that you do it right.
Right. So I'm imagining I'm doing it right, and I'm asking myself, on one Friday night, how much am I supposed to be expecting?
Well, enough to take you through the week.
Kaytrixx. Don't tell me about the contract you signed with that specific person. Just in a nutshell, like one Friday night, this is the amount of money that I usually make on average.
It depends. You can make from maybe $1,500. $2,000. It depends now on where you are. You can make 100K Kenyan, you can make 200K Kenyan, you can even make 400K Kenyan. It depends on the type of event. But again, it's business. And there are places where we play like regularly every week in Nairobi. So there we can't charge them that crazy amount. You give them a nice deal. You tell them, okay, listen, since we're doing this for a long time, let's compromise. Let's do this and this. So it's not a bad venture. Trust me. If you know how to manage it, it's not a bad venture at all.
Right. So you've refused completely to tell me what
Kaytrixx.
So you can make 1,500, you can make 2,000, you can make... So which one?
It depends.
It does depend.
Yeah.
Right. That is fair enough. But tell me about the secret then to success in this industry, if you really want to make it in this industry, because some people say, after all, if it's just about playing music, I'll get into that club, I'll play the music, and then I'll go home. But how do you leave an identity, create an identity that, you know, when people just see this, it's a brand that they identify with, you know?
That's where most people go wrong, because they think that DJing is just playing music. DJing is an art. It's like drawing. It's like doing it's like football. It's like soccer. It's an art, and people are born with this talent. There are people who are very serious DJs. I never went to any DJ academy. I did not. I taught myself. Yeah, and very many people, trust me, they go about these things the wrong way. Because to be a proper DJ, you have to be very persistent. First of all, your art, your work has to speak for itself. Like if I put my mixtape there and then you bring a mixtape for someone else, you will know there's a difference.
Yes.
You'll be like, yo, no,
you need to stand out.
Yeah, exactly. And find yourself. If you're a DJ, if in whatever it is that you do, find your style. Like Messi and Ronaldo. Me, I'm Team Messi. So you see, Messi is better than Ronaldo, but the aspects of the game where Ronaldo is on point, he can head the ball better than Messi. You get? So they have found their niche. You understand that? You know, when you see Messi, you know, buda utakula chobo. Unaona utakula kanzo. When you see Ronaldo, you know you're going to get a goal. So that's the whole point. Create your identity. You understand?
Create your identity, stick to it.
Stick to it. Be persistent. My friend, be persistent and never change for anyone. Because people lose it in between. You start doing something, like let's say my style is I like scratching, I like doing something. Then you hear someone else doing something different, and you want to go there.
Yeah.
You will never perfect your style if you keep on going around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me the place of DJs in building a music industry. Because most of the time, fingers have always been pointed at these are the DJs who are not supporting us.
Yeah, like
especially for Kenya, you know. There was a lot of that argument and debate that you are killing the music industry in Kenya by playing too much of the Nigerian music and other international music.
Yeah.
What's your point or what's your take on this?
My thing is, let's be competitive. Let's not be naive. Let's not lie to each other. Kama ngoma ni moto. If the song is nice, why shouldn't I play it? What's the reason?
Yeah.
Because he's Nigerian? Because no. I play good music. I am a DJ.
Regardless of whether it's Kenyan or it's Nigerian.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we understand that there's a market. There's a big market for Kenyan music. And the thing we've done now with the artists is we're working very closely now with artists. We're going now into proper like executive production. Like, yo, listen, we like this song. This will do well for the club. EIWZ. So that's the way to build the industry. That's the DJ's place. Get good music, play good music. Make sure that the people in your country also are producing good music.
Yeah.
If they are not, then they start pointing fingers.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was a big debate in Kenya.
Yeah.
Like, Kenyan DJs are not supporting Kenyan artists.
Yeah.
But we came to a compromise and we told them that, listen, you have to also give us something that we'll be proud of playing. Like, I'll come here and I'll play a set of Kenyan music, maybe 1 hour. And I'll be happy. I'll be like, yo, I killed the party with my Kenyan music.
Yes.
But you see, at the moment, it's not happening. There is good music, trust me. There's a lot of good music. But for it to come and ikue mainstream, it has to be a big push.
Yeah.
It has to be a really big push. And most of these artists, they're not serious. You understand? You can't send me a song, like, for example, on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you expect me now
To play it.
to play the song. What do you mean? I have an email address. We've put it there.
Yeah.
Send the song there.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's just a few things here and there that's lacking, but
So they need to also up their game.
Yeah.
But most of them, or sometimes would say, Kaytrixx is just arrogant.
No,
you know,
no.
he'll tell me you've requested for this song, and I refuse to play it. Go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, no, listen, sometimes...
You know, do you accept these allegations, these accusations?
Listen, me, I'm human.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's my view. If you want to disturb me, I can also push back. You understand? I didn't get here by just being nice.
Right.
You understand? So you also have to learn a few things. You have to have a hard skin.
Yeah.
And when I started, especially TV, there was so much hate. I don't know if you remember, man. There was so much hate. Like, who's this guy? I didn't even have dreadlocks, man. Who's this skinny guy on TV? Akuawezi, akwende. So you get used to that. You get used.
Made you grow the thick skin.
Yeah, so you say what you want to say. If you want to say Kaytrixx is arrogant, well, that's you.
Yeah.
I can't change that. It's up to you now.
Yeah. You've also sang. I mean, you're a musician.
Yeah,
Do you still sing, or these are just singles just to motivate yourself?
No.
Are you a musician? Would you categorize yourself as a musician or just a DJ?
I actually am now venturing properly into music. I've talked to a few producers and want to do proper music.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I started back then, I was doing something called Spincycle Live. It's a tour in Kenya by Safaricom.
Yeah.
So like they take you around the country, you perform for many people, 20,000 guys, 30,000 guys. So we used to rehearse. We rehearse with the artists, and as a DJ, because I was the only DJ for that tour, so you have to learn something. You have to perform. I can't just go and DJ. So I was like, yo, listen, what can I do? And well, we learned how to sing now. Tukaimba, we did, I've done I think 5 songs so far. Yeah. And I'm really gonna go back, trust me.
Right, so you're going to seriously venture into music as well?
Yeah.
And politics, because I also hear you're planning to jump into politics.
Exactly. It's a thought. I'm 90% sure about it. For me, basically, I want to help people. And where I come from, where we built our house in Mombasa, is a place called Mikindani. And there's so many young people there, my friend, that need guidance. They've fallen into drugs, they are stealing, they are raping. There's crime, it's just bad. So why not give help if they can be able to elect, let's say someone like me, who knows how to work with people, who knows how to build stuff, and we give them proper direction, like, yo, you don't have to steal. You can do something else. And you see, if you're in a position of power, there is funding by the government.
And then you can have an influence in changing.
Exactly.
But then Kaytrixx people will argue and say, the way you are, you already are an influential person. You're just going to kill this DJing career to get into a game which most people call a dirty game. I mean,
listen.
Can't you do this without being a politician?
I can, yes, but there are perks to it. When you're a politician, or I really don't want to be like, I don't want to be labeled a politician. I'm just Kaytrixx.
Yes.
When you get into the dirty stuff, uko chini, hapo there's a problem. But when you go with it, the clean heart, then there's nothing really stopping you. Right. There's nothing.
And so you're going to be focused and keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean. Make sure you help the young guys out there, because there's so many. There are many young guys who are suffering. Right. They're suffering. Trust me.
And you want to play a role in helping them.
Yeah, and you see, the other thing is, at Spincycle, I can't take in 50,000 guys. I cannot. It's not possible.
There's always those who will remain.
Yeah, I can
outside.
maybe take in 2 or 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So, your children, 2 handsome boys.
Yeah, man.
Twins.
Yes.
Tell me about them and their mother.
The best. It's the best gift.
Right.
God
How do you balance? I mean, music, politics. Okay, you refuse to be called a politician. Just Kaytrixx, and DJing and all those kind of things. I mean, how do you manage this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You just learn. You develop a hard skin as time goes by. And I can tell you for a fact that, especially when my kids were born, I never used to sleep. Like for iyo mwaka, 1 year, 2 years, didn't sleep. Because I get home from work, let's say maybe at 5, you get the kids are crying, you can't sleep. Shika moja, wife shike mwingine. So, like pole pole you've learned to adapt to it. So, and the kids also understand.
Yeah.
Like at the moment right now, yeah, daddy unaenda wapi? I told them naenda Rwanda. Okay, safe journey.
Really?
Yeah, man. So you see, at the end of the day, it's how you bring up your kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Come, bring them up properly. Don't be an alien. Be their friend.
Yeah.
You understand? And
so how do you compensate that time that you've lost without being with them? You know, how do you usually compensate that?
no, trust me, I see them almost every day. Actually, if I'm not, let's say, out of the country or somewhere, every day I will be with them. When I get home, I will make sure I play with the kids. We discuss what have you been up to, no. And just, with our job, we work at night.
Right.
Yeah. So I can maybe get home at 5. I play with the kids a bit, maybe till like 9, 10. Then I take a nap, wake up around maybe 2. That's when I'm not working like the next day. So I always find time to compensate.
Right.
Take them for a holiday here and there. It's not a bad thing.
Right. It's not a bad thing, but in conclusion, you must really have a wife who really understands this. Because if you work at night and she works during the day, then there are so many high chances of you two missing those points where you are together. How do you manage that?
The thing with my wife is we've known each other for long, and she understands my line of work, and we always find a way to spend that time together. And we're starting other businesses in Nairobi, so that she doesn't have to go around that much and make sure that she's there whenever I need her. Come back home, well, she's there. Yeah, so you just find a way to compromise.
Right. Compromise. Does she also compromise ladies jumping on you?
Yo.
And shouting, Kaytrixx, we love you, in the clubs? I mean, how does she handle that?
She handles it pretty well.
Yeah.
Because she's used to it. She understands that, okay, that's my guy. That's Baba Watoto.
Yeah.
So right now he's at work, and well, I can't tell the ladies to stop. You can't fight everyone. So just let them be.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we trust each other.
So trust is important.
Very important. If your wife does not trust you and you're an entertainer or DJ, it's a problem.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Right. So as we wrap up, quick advice, takeaway points for young people who are watching you, and parents who probably have their children who want to be DJs and probably have an issue with that. I mean, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that dreams can be achieved, and you have to start from somewhere. You will not start at the top. You will start at the bottom. And that's where most parents go wrong. They don't see their kid starting at the bottom. They want the best.
Immediately.
Immediately. And it's not possible. That's not how life is. Even as a parent, as you're growing up, you must have gone through something. So let your kid explore, first of all. Trust your kid. Be a friend with your kid. These are things that us we didn't have. But right now we've worked on them, and right now we're friends with my old man and friends with my mom. You get. So mend that relationship with your children. Understand their talent, understand what it is that they want to do. And from there, support them.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Kaytrixx, for being with me to
Azan.
see you. Thank you so much. Right. Thank you so much for watching. Kaytrixx says, let your children start from the bottom so that when they grow up, they can sing along. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Thank you for watching. And of course, we'll still be with you next week, same time, same place. Meet the CEO. It has been, my name as always is Eugene Anangwe. Goodbye for now.